Hello, I'm on the A470 bypassing Brecon, and I'm heading for the Beacons for a cup of tea at Terry's Burger Bar. I'm not going to get there on the A470. I'm going to go on a parallel, I call it a road, but it's an unnamed road, and it's just a better view, I think, so we'll go that way and see what we think. Going to take this road. What a lovely day. This is I'm sure it's the 3rd of October. I tend to lose a bit of track, but I think it's the 3rd of October, and the sun is shining. A bit chilly, so winter kit on, but just the day for a little ride out on this little Royal Enfield Classic 350. I've recently gone past the 5,000 miles, and I'm days off I'll say that again, I'm days off having had the bike 1 year. If we look to my left, we can see the Brecon Beacons. The sun just happens to be right into the lens that way, but hopefully the GoPro will deal with that. I decided to do this one and maybe two or three more over the next month or two, say till Christmas, of the Brecon Beacons. So my next few videos will be of the Brecon Beacons, just different parts of it. It's officially known now as Bannau Brycheiniog, but I think most people still refer to it and think of it as the Brecon Beacons. See, the colours are starting to go. I think when I get to the beginning of October, I start looking forward to the colours changing, and then I start looking forward to spring. We're up on the moors now, and we'll stop up here. The Brecon Beacons, a beautiful view to my left, which I'll show you in a sec. Just find a little place. That's it. Quite a few red kites soaring above. There's one coming close enough. I hope the camera could pick that up. One. Oh, look at this one. That's pretty close, isn't it? How's that? Lovely clear day. Find a little spot here, I think, and see if I can't park. Nice. just take my gloves off and we'll get off the bike and have a little look. Well, bracken turning over, that's not so pretty. Oh, I forgot to unplug myself, but it's unplugged itself. Right, there we are. A lovely view of the Brecon Beacons right round. And if I step back, we'll see my bike. There it is in all its glory. As I say, I've had it within days of a year. I had it about the second week of October last year, and I've done quite a lot to it. I mean, starting at the front, I put the changed the headlight peak to this one, which I quite like with the black bike. I didn't mind the other one, the chrome one, and I've still got it in the box, so if one day I may change it back, but for now I like that one. I put the engine bars on and the splash guard at the bottom. You can also see I've put bar end mirrors on. I've changed my light bulbs to LED simply so I can run my heated clothing in the winter. As Tiger Ness said on his channel, the alternators on these don't push out as much as bigger bikes, so I thought I'd follow his example and put LEDs in there, LED in here and there, so that reduces the demand on electricity and helps me put my coat on. Last year I had heated grips, but the person who put them on for me at the dealership had the wire going just here, so if I wanted the horn I had to fiddle, so I decided the horn was more important than the heated grips, so I took the grips off and I had these going spare, pop them on. I'll probably change. There's nothing wrong with them other than they're a bit short, but I'll change them one day when I can find some that I like. But that's the amount. I've got the quad lock phone system on and the Royal Enfield charging unit here and a short cable to make it work. Under here I've got the decat pipe, and I had to paint that black because it only comes in silver, but it's been on now for probably 10 months and it's okay. It hasn't, the paint is still on. I decided against the usual panniers with the L-shaped rack, and I went for one of these because I like the way it locks, and if I do stroll away from the bike ever and I've got a pair of gloves or something in there, I know they could be ripped open, but it's a deterrent, isn't it? On the other side I've put a loose, it's the same, this is a UK bracket that was well, it doesn't come with it. You've got to buy it separately from Hitchcock's, but they do sell the right hand side. They don't sell the left hand side. So I bought one of these from Hitchcock's, but they're the ones they call substandard, about half the price, because I only wanted one and I had to buy a pair. Anyway, it's fine. It went on easily, and the bag's been on it for the last couple of trips, so I'm quite happy with that. And even though they sell these for the right hand side, I've seen that if you want to, you can buy another one and put it on this bar. The only difference is the lock is here. It would go the other way around and be there, and I can't see a problem with that. I might do that next year, I don't know, but at the moment that's a 20-litre bag on the left, sorry, and it's got quite a bit of stuff in it. Coming round the bike, can I see anything else? I've got the low ride seat on, which helps me reach the floor. I can flat foot this one now. I've taken the rear seat off and put this nice rack from, again, well, everything I've got on here apart from this bag is from Hitchcock's. And I think this was from Hitchcock's too. Or maybe it wasn't. I think that was Sports Bike Shop. I've got one from Hitchcock's, but that's not it. There's my little cable for my Optimate, and my heated jacket fits into it as well. There it is. So even though I've got it with me and plugged in today, I haven't had it switched on. But I decided to start wearing it in case. The only other thing I've done is I have put the Kent cam in it. On I did my 3,000 miles service myself, and so I decided, as it was all in bits, I'd put the cam in. And again, following YouTube videos, mainly Tiger Ness and Glyn Owen, and well, it's on, and I've had it on for a couple of thousand miles now, and so I'm almost forgotten what it was like before I had it on, so I can't really comment on whether it's any better. I've forgotten, but I'm happy with the bike's performance, so I'm assuming it's better. But there we are, look at that lovely view, and the red kites are just, well, I can see probably half a dozen, probably because that guy in the tractor is digging and raking up and probably uncovering some food for them. But isn't that a splendid view? Right, onwards for my cup of tea. Okay, we've come to the end of this little road, and I'm going to take a left here. It's the A470 to Brycheiniog road. Turn right Brycheiniog, turn left, we'll get back to the A470 and head for Terry's Burger Bar and have a cup of tea. Again, just up to the right now, the beacons are there in all their glory. I don't think the cam will help me catch him up. Here it is. A welcome sight of Terry's van in his labour, which has been recently, in the last 12 months or so, been tarmacked. It used to be quite a rough old car park, this, but right now, lovely. Anyway, bye for now. Here we go.